Supacell's fourth episode opens with Charlene and Sabrina running away. Even after Charlene tells her that it was self-defense, Sabrina still feels compelled to bring herself in. After writing a farewell letter to Charlene while she's asleep, Sabrina leaves for the station. But when she finds out the police are unaware of the murder, she flees. When she gets to the crime scene, she discovers the body has vanished. She returns home quickly and retrieves the letter. Moving on to the topic of the hour, or rather the episode, Andre is preparing for his major interview. After AJ assists him, they decide to see a movie together. But then a few debt collectors arrive and start making a big deal out of it. When AJ offers to pay off part of the debt with his new iPhone and clothes, Andre gets irritated. Andre halts him and gives him all of the money he took from the malfunctioning ATM to settle his debt. Dion tries to speak with Jasmine's mother in the meantime, but she won't open up. As the physicians draw their blood, the scene turns to Jasmine and the other prisoners being given drugs. Terry, Dion's co-worker, then reveals that Jasmine has been calling consistently at the same time every week. Similar to Taser's mother Kimmy. The parallels don't end there. According to Jasmine, once she returns to normal, she will. Dion discovers this as well when comparing the missing person files of Kimmy and Jasmine. In another scene, after Rodney flees from Onyx, Michael tries his hand with him once more. Rod is unwilling to assist Michael, but Spud goes along and gets excited about the prospect of an Avengers team-up. His powers have vanished, for starters. Returning to Andre, he chooses to be truthful when he shows up for his important interview. He conceals his criminal history, which makes it impossible for him to have a job for very long. When an employer runs a background check on him, they fire him. And the only reason he has won is that when he was 18, he attempted to give a pal a lift. When officers discovered the friend's drugs in Andre's car, they pulled them over and detained him. Since the boss is a black man, he expects that being honest will help him gain points, but he has no such luck. When a disgruntled Andre goes to see John in Onyx, he is told to rob a trap house as retaliation against drug dealers. In the adjacent booth, Michael becomes enraged with Gabriel over not being able to locate any of the other superheroes, while a concerned Andre mulls it over. Michael gets an idea when he goes over all the parcel receivers as Gabriel makes a joke about looking through the delivery database. After a string of unsuccessful attempts, he gets a call from Dion, who is furious with him over their disagreement. Taser, meanwhile, sees through Krazy's schemes to enlist him as his younger brother. The next time they meet each other, he vows to murder Krazy for forcing him to perform his dirty work. As Andre stands up AJ for choosing to accept a lift from Braggs, Krazy's dealer, more connections start to emerge. In an attempt to make some extra cash, he lures AJ into going with him to a deal. Naturally, Andre confronted his son to claim the trap house, which is, you guessed it, Krazy's. When Charlene discovers Sabrina's letter asking for her to give up, she gets into an argument with her. Mike arrives at that precise moment carrying a package. He tries to talk to Sabrina about the future after recognizing her and discovering that she is preoccupied with her sister, who is acting petty by going to Krazy's. Michael reluctantly goes along with Sabrina. His mother calls him out of the blue, stating that she is in pain and that he must go since she has sickle cell disease. Before the girls can disclose that their father also suffers from sickle cell illness, he teleports. You know who else visits Krazy's? Spud. It turns out that Krazy is not thrilled that Rod has been selling on his territory. He sets up the bait by placing a massive order, but Spud comes up as Rod pouts over his lost abilities. Charlene pulls Sabrina inside to get some cannabis while Braggs is abusing Spud. The Tower Boys arrive at the same moment to murder Krazy. After a prolonged absence, a worried Rod regains his abilities and appears to see how his companion is doing.